Hey everyone, it's Miss Jess from the Judy Center at Utah Marshburn. I'm here again with another second step lesson for you all with my friends Puppy and Snail. We're really excited to get started. So last time we learned about noticing when other children aren't playing with anyone, and you practiced your empathy by thinking about how it feels to be left out. And you practiced inviting other children to play with you. So think for a second, what is something you can say to invite someone to play with you? Right. You could say, hey, do you want to come play with me? Or, hey, so-and-so, come play with this with me. So you learn that when you play with people, you really get to know them and can become better friends. So today we are going to talk about the fair thing to do when two students want to play with the same thing. So first we have this poster which shows us the fair ways to play. And they are sharing, trading, and taking turns. Can we say those together? Sharing, trading, and taking turns. So today we're going to learn how to do that. And first, we're going to start with a story. So this is Matthew and Fiona, and they go to the same school. And Fiona has been playing with the school's only two big dinosaur toys for a long time. And Matthew's been playing with the three little dinosaur toys. But he really wants to play with the big dinosaur. So think to yourself for a minute, how do you think Matthew feels? Yeah, he could be feeling sad, and how can you tell? So we can tell by the situation, he wants something but he doesn't have it, and you can tell by his face. You see he's frowning and he's looking over at Fiona playing with the toys. So Matthew's sad feeling lets us know that there's a problem. And remember, last time we talked about our problem-solving steps. Can we say the first step together? Say the problem. So, what's Matthew's problem here? Matthew wants to play with the big dinosaur, but Fiona has them, and she's been playing with them for a long time. And they want to play with the same toys. So let's say the second step together. Think of solutions. So pretend you're Matthew and think of something you could do. Remember, your problem is that Fiona's playing with the big dinosaurs, but Matthew wants to play with them too. So think to yourself or talk to someone who's with you about what solutions you could do here. You ready? Okay, great. So Matthew could ask Fiona if they could play together and share the dinosaurs. He could ask Fiona if he could have a turn playing with them, or he could ask Fiona to trade toys. So is it fair for Fiona to keep the others from playing with the big dinosaurs? No. And why not? Well, Matthew's not getting a turn, and the big dinosaurs belong to the school. So other students should get a chance to play with them too. Sharing, trading, and taking turns are all fair ways to play, and they also make it fun to play together. So Matthew decides to use his self-talk, and he says the problem to himself. So he's like, Fiona's playing with those dinosaurs, but I really want to play with them too. And then he does the second problem-solving step, and he thinks of some solutions. So he decides to ask Fiona to play together and share the dinosaurs. Fiona thinks about it, and she says yes. She likes having the little dinosaurs in the game, and it's fun playing with Matthew. So, Matthew was able to use his problem-solving steps to say the problem and think of solutions in order to play fairly with Fiona and the dinosaurs. Now they get to play together and really get to know each other and be friends. So now, we are going to practice some of those techniques for some fair ways to play. So, I'm going to bring out Puppy and Snail to help us with this. We are going to show you. Are you ready, Puppy? Okay. So let's start by practicing sharing. Can we do that? Okay. So let's see. Puppy's playing with a ball. And I'm going to show you how I can maybe ask him if I could play with him. All right? So, hey, Puppy, I want to play with that ball too. Could we play catch? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Here you go. That's really fun. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Puppy. So that's one thing you could do. I asked Puppy if I could play with him with the ball and we could share it. Let's try another one. Let's try taking turns. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Puppy has the ball again. And now, but he's playing over by himself. So what am I going to do? Maybe I'll ask Puppy if I can take a turn. Hey, Puppy. Can I have a turn playing with the ball? I noticed you've had it for a while. Okay. Thank you. Now Puppy's going to go play with something else, and I got the ball. Great. So that's another thing you can do. You said ask if you can have a turn. Like, can I have a turn, please? Thanks, Puppy. That was really helpful. Now, Snail is going to help us out, too. You ready, Snail? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we practiced sharing, trading, and taking turns, but now we're going to practice trading. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Do you think you know how to do it? I'll try. Great. So let's see. Snail has a pink marker, and I have a blue marker. So I'm coloring and coloring. And Snail really wants to color with the blue marker for a bit. He's got the pink one, and I have this one. So, Snail, what do you think you could do? Hey, Miss Jess? Hey, Snail. Could I use the blue marker, and I'll trade you, and you can use the pink marker? Sure. Let's trade. Thank you. You're welcome. And now we still each get to color, but we traded. So we get to use these colors. Great job, Snail. So if you asked to share or play together, why don't you guys think? What could you do? Let's start by sharing. So let's say Snail has both markers and he's coloring. And you want to color too. What is something you could ask Snail? Yeah, you could ask if you could have a turn coloring with the markers, or ask Snail if he could share them with you. That's great. Now, let's say you want to trade the markers. You've been playing with the ball, but now you want to color. So you could ask to trade. How would you ask Snail? Great. You could say, hey, Snail, I want to color now. Could I trade you this ball for those markers? Thank you. And then we trade. Thanks, Snail. That was so helpful. So, Puppy and Snail, guys think you know how to play fair? Well, what are some fair ways to play? Sharing. Great, you can share. Puppy, what's another way? Taking turns. Awesome. Do you guys remember the last way? Trading. Great. So today, guys, we talked about the 3 fair ways to play. Remember, they are sharing, trading, and taking turns. And if you have a problem where you and another friend both want to play with the same toy, you can use these fair ways to play together. You can share, you can take turns, or you can trade the toys you're playing with. So, this week, try to use some fair ways to play when you're playing at home with your family and see if it works for you. All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys again soon. Say bye, Puppy and Snail. Let's go for a hug. Bye, see you next time. All right, see you guys later.